What's up everybody, how you doing? Today I am here with Tim. He wants to learn front side 180 nose rolls, and yeah, he said he's been working on them but always transfers over to the toe side edge. I think I got some excellent tips for him, so let's see what his look like to start off with. Alright, I love how clean the carve into it is, but yep, kind of overpowering it and rotating over to the toe side edge. I think that's kind of the dangerous way to do it. I wouldn't want to be doing it at ultra high speeds like that. So the technique for me, heel side to heel side, let's shoot a couple of that, and then on this next run I'll show him the key tips to not over rotate. Alright, cleaning up Tim's frontside nose roll 180s. Gonna be a two-step process here. One, he's over rotating it because he's over rotating his body. The key I have for fixing that is, so he's doing the fakie to forward version, is not doing a full 180 with the upper body. So we are starting on the skier's right side of the run, heel side carve out to the middle of the run, and then his upper body is facing the far side of the run, the skier's left side. To fix this, if the board goes where the eyes, head, shoulders, and all that are aimed towards. So he's going to have to do this, the 180, where as soon as he's like rotating into it, front side 180-ish, he needs to use both of his hands and head and point to a tree on the skier's right side of the run. That way, he won't be forced to switch over to his toe side edge. I've had a lot of people who have been able to fix up their 180 rolls with this one tip alone. The second tip is going to be not actually buttering it, just skidding the board around to replicate that 180, and then he isn't going to have to worry about how hard he's pressing into it or anything. Just getting edge control perfect. So does that make some sense? Just skidding it around 180 with your board, but not your upper body. So you got to point to a tree, pick a tree on the right side of the run, and look at it the whole time through the process. Cool. For the edge control, that was so much better. So I'll try to selfie tape that. Where the wrong way would kind of be like this. Obviously, if you over rotate, you're gonna have to transfer it over your toes, and nothing wrong with that if that happens, but it's just not as clean and definitely not a way I'd want to do it if I'm really hauling ass, because it gives the opportunity to potentially catch an edge. Tim, how did you think that tip worked for you?
That tip worked great. It's funny to think how just something so minuscule, fundamental will change the whole thing. Yeah, just when I put my upper body in a different position, that kind of changed everything. So it's a great tip.
And yeah, so it's just point to where you want to go. And for this, yeah, it's just going out halfway to the run on your heel side edge, switching your board around, and going back to that same side. But you got to use your hands to point to where you want to go, because if you're not doing that, you're going to over rotate and switch over your toes and go to the other side of the run. And if you're doing that, you know, it still can be fun. We're just out here snowboarding. And next tip, Tim, sometimes just take a break and enjoy the awful views. Ah! It is gorgeous out here. Let's have you... Another key tip I'd say for this and almost any freestyle-y type tricks where you might be riding switch is purposely practicing your switch riding every day. It doesn't have to be full runs or anything, but at some point almost every day you should ride switch and just get comfortable with standing on your board there, and after eventually start learning how to carve it switch. It'll make all this stuff so much easier. All right, so now that Tim's got the good edge control for it, It's just a matter of playing around with that exact same technique, and then just how much pressure you both drive into the downhill nose or how much you pull up on the back leg, and that combination of them. So then just doing it over and over, one at a time, basically will really help. Just doing it over and over and over and finding that nice little spot that works for you and that board. If it's a soft board, it might have to be a quick little whip. If it's a stiff board at higher speeds, you might be able to really drive in and hold it for a while. But when you're learning it, I'd just say do a nice quick little one. Absorb that landing on your heel side edge, just like you're landing a jump, and then nothing funky is going to happen. If you are too rigid, I see a lot of people have done it like this. They're too rigid with their legs. Slam hard onto their heel side edge and then jounce and fall. So absorb it gently with the legs. So let's see the best ones of your lives, and maybe we could do a follow-up in a couple weeks if you keep working on them.
Of course.
Let's rock and roll after this skier. Yeah, nice work.
Thanks.
Yeah, sometimes it's also just slowing it down, but knowing just those techniques and slowing it down is really what can help you progress with those. So, I don't know, do you got any final thoughts on them?
Just keep practicing.
Yeah, there's nothing really too hard about them. If you can ride switch stance decent, then they're pretty easy if you use those techniques. So, and I'm sure next time we see Tim, those will be better yet. So, good luck practicing them. Have fun out there. Enjoy the awful views. Happy shredding and Kapla!
Hey, thanks a lot. Really